And Chad, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are on the road to Titania, I believe. We'll be getting to that in the middle of today's stream. And you may have noticed new art for the pre-stream done by the excellent Unisverse of my Mintas and Dai's characters. Once I get some money, I'm going to put that on custom shirts for the three of us. And hopefully I can get it on a wall scroll. That would be cool. Oh, for YouTube, I'm gonna show it off. One sec. There you go. It's rad. Let me bring the stream crew on. Yellow.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very good.
Achy as fuck.
What?
Achy as fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my I've been doing the Digimon Vital bracelet for exercise and stuff. Well, I've up until now I'd been doing some of the older cards. This time I put in one of the more recent ones, the BE version, and while the older cards you could do any kind of exercise and your reward was always evolution points. With the newer ones, they each type of exercise gives different rewards, like more strength, more health, more accuracy, and only squats gives evolution points. And I am horrible at squats. Like I did just over a minute of them yesterday, and I couldn't walk for most of the day. My legs were wobbly as fuck. And now my legs, ass, and back are aching. So, this is going to be an interesting process.
Hey, it'll get you in shape. It's good for you. I need to get back to Ring Fit Adventure.
I've been playing Marvel Rivals and a little bit of Vampire the Masquerade.
Nice. How is Marvel Rivals?
Very good. Very unproblematic opening day, unlike Path of Exile. So
yeah, well, I'll get to Path of Exile in a sec.
6-hour stream. How much of that was just waiting for the server to work?
A little over 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was fully prepared for a third of the stream to be launch issues because it's an early access game, and they were completely blown away by the volume of keys sold. Like they did some testing like a week ago, and they announced they were ready to manage up to 1 million people. And then they hit 1 million keys pre-ordered halfway through the day before early access launched. And they put out a video saying that they panic bought a bunch more servers and were upgrading the back end, and they didn't expect things to go perfectly. I have a GGG employee in my fan base, actually, and he was there in the stream talking to us. What happened was there was, in the database shards that they set up to handle the influx of new players and the mass of new players, there were some issues where it was duplicating players or merging players that weren't supposed to be merged. And so they had to restart it twice to make sure that didn't happen again. Once that was all fixed, it was buttery smooth. I got in, I loaded in, there was a little bit of stutter at the very start as the game was loading some things, and then I had no problem with the game for the entire 3.5 hours I streamed the remainder of. It was beautiful. So once they fixed the database problems, everything was just perfect.
Yeah.
I do have a couple criticisms.
Marvel Rivals also was like no problems, but like not even like the initial problems. It just worked immediately, and they had like 1 million people on, roughly. Like we don't know the exact numbers. Like the Steam numbers hit 400,000.
Yeah, Path of Exile 2
you can kind of guesstimate about 1 million once you consider like console players and stuff. And yeah, they had no problems all day. It's great.
Nice. Is it fun?
Oh yeah, it like people said, it's good Overwatch. It is, and like it is funny because it's not just Overwatch, but there are some characters who really are just like Overwatch characters. Like the two most direct ones that I played at least were Rocket Raccoon, of all things, is a healer.
Really?
And specifically he is Baptiste from Overwatch.
Interesting.
He has the exact same kit as Baptiste. You know, he's got the machine gun for damaging people. He's got grenades for healing people. He's got a mechanism that if you stand near enough, you won't die. But it's totally different because in Overwatch, Baptiste's immortality field just stops you from dying and leaves you with 1 HP. Whereas Rocket's, you die and then resurrect instantly. So
Weird.
Totally different there. And then he also has an ultimate move. What?
Do you resurrect at full HP?
Yes.
Huh.
You just die and then instantly res instead of having to wait for the, respawn timer.
Is the whole game as broken as that?
Kind of, yeah, actually. Like, they do seem to be going for an if every character is broken, then nobody is mentality. Like, there are a lot of, like, goofy things.
Nice. I've downloaded it, but I've only been in like the training area as Hawkeye. I did discover that the game gave me an ultimatum: either 4K at the lowest of settings, or 1080p at ultra settings. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm turning my monitor to 1080p mode.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's also improved my frame rate on Final Fantasy XIV. I've gone from about 50 frames per second to 120.
Rocket Raccoon is just Baptiste. Bucky is just Doomfist, which makes sense because they're both guys with big mechanical arms. So they literally just give him, Doomfist's entire kit, and it works because he just uses his mechanical arm to do the Doomfist mechanical arm things.
Well,
but then there are some characters that are entirely unique, like what?
Nobody said Chinese gacha games were creative.
But no, I'm about to get creative though, because some characters are entirely different. Like Magic, who is a fairly minor X-Men, is just like a lady with a big sword, and she runs around with a sword like this is a goddamn, action slasher, slashing game. Loki is probably my favorite character that I played with so far. He is also a healer type character, and his main mechanic is that he can lay down decoys, and the decoys act as turrets, which will also aim at anything you're aiming at.
Ooh.
So, if you lay down your decoys in the middle of the battlefield, you could basically set up a kill box all by yourself. If you just have your decoys surrounding the control point or whatever, and anything you hit will take triple damage, and you can instantly kill people in like 2 shots, or instantly hit people back to full in like 2 shots.
And like pretty much all of Spidey's damage is also completely melee as well. You've got like an uppercut to launch enemies, but your main attacks are punching.
Yeah, there are quite a few melee characters. Spider-Man is a big melee. Magic is, she's a big sword character. Iron Fist, obviously, mostly melee damage. Captain America, also mostly melee damage. Like, he can throw the shield, obviously, right? But mostly he punches people. Anyway, consider
also,
Shadowbringers.
Well, just one last thing, though, that is very, very adorable, is Groot is a tank character, and 2 of the healers, Rocket and Jeff the Landshark, can ride on his shoulder and continue to fight, being protected by him that way.
That's delightful.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we should consider Shadowbringers.
Yep.
I found a rock, and it feels like it completely missed the update.
Enormous Amaro. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully.
You remember the name of the Amaro? We were told 2 weeks ago.
Sato, right?
Correct.
Ardbert? Oh. Huh. This is an old Amaro, then. Interesting. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you all right? You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden. No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the Light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. You know about Yulmore, huh? Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. "'Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and, I hope, gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro, and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting." All right, let's go poke some birds.
What's a personal space?
Rispa. Well now, it is not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Hello?
You have to pet him.
Oh, pet him. Okay, right. How long has it been since last I felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Vobert, a noble and valiant soul. Oh, was Seto Ardbert's Amaro? I'll bet he was. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin-Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. I'll zoom out a little.
Why am I running?
Ale on. Are you one of those treasure hunters? There is nothing left for you here. Tickles! Enough! I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. But then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us, amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Did you escape from a farm?
So this is very funny. I am sitting on my mount, and I go to pet the horse bird. And I get an error message saying you cannot do it while mounted. But clearly I can, because I'm doing the animation to do it.
I am petting while mounted right now.
Yeah, I just got the animation too. Interesting.
Yeah, which I think this is actually something that they added recently. Like, I remember seeing this in a patch note for either 7.0 or 7.1, that they changed a bunch of emotes so that you could do them from a sitting position.
To be fair, I am riding the Shiba, so I'm just using his pet animation.
Yeah, fair enough. What is all the commotion? Did something happen while we slumbered? Oh, they have 4 wings. Interesting. What's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Still not a man. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk.
Help, I am drowning in his fluff. He turned so his neck is in my face.
But then we are Fey folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. 'Tis easy to forget sometimes. Remember that Amaro that you thought only made Quen noises? You were being racist towards something sapient. Well, we don't know if they were sapient. The sapient ones talk, don't they?
I mean, is talking a metric of sapiency?
Well, I mean, if they can talk, why would they just...
And if they can't talk, then how do you know that they're not sapient? Also, Thancred's over here.
Oh, shit. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it? If I say no, will you let me go talk to Thancred? Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare, and not scorn, that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king.
Also, to be fair, even in real life, speech isn't necessarily an indicator of sapience. We have parrots.
Yeah.
Fair.
There's also, like, there's a common joke from people who I've heard it with a few different animals, mostly dolphins and elephants, that the only reason why elephants don't talk is because they know they'd have to pay taxes. And dolphins are the same way, where they're these creatures just, they know what's up.
It's like, your taxes go to pay for the roads. I'm a dolphin, I don't use them.
Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Right, now we'll go talk to Thancred.
Yeah, and Miniphilia is off to the left.
I see now what Oriange meant. Our feathered friend is plainly concerned for our safety. We need to show him that we can look after ourselves. Perhaps you wonder why we chose to live amidst these ruins. To you, there may appear to be nothing here, but to us, there is peace and quiet, and that is what we crave above all.
The only reason why dolphins don't talk is because they'd be arrested for crimes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dolphins are evil. Let's not go into why.
Yeah.
It's nice of them to worry about us, but we really need those shoes.
Yeah. Apparently there was a study done that elephants actually have, like, a primitive form of moon worship.
Oh.
Huh.
They genuinely do, like, ritualistic things that are almost religious in relationship to the moon, which is fascinating.
That is so interesting. That's way more advanced than I thought they were.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that one elephant that trampled a woman to death, and then And then during her funeral, it found the funeral and trampled her corpse during the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody knows why, but everybody agrees that there must be a reason. That's my favorite part of the story is the reaction to it.
Okay, once is a coincidence.
Like, that woman must have done something.
Once is a coincidence, twice is malice.
Elephants never forget, including grudges.
Man, moon worship, huh?
Yeah.
Can you find me like an article on that or something? I'd love to read that. Off stream, obviously, but
yeah.
Lore, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Wait, I get to brag? Hell yeah.
God,
she cuts him off and runs to Seto.
Britain's just like, please don't encourage her.
You have spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. I'll win, don't worry.
This is something I must do.
What am I to make of such declarations? Yeah,
Same
no,
response.
that's fair. Tell me, why do you wish this? To save the world. This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fey folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? Well, to save the world in general, and honestly, you guys could use some saving. These are all good options. These are all good options. Which do I want to take?
Option 4. I'm a Vieira. Bloodlust is in my nature. This is just a nice, effective way of doing it.
To keep a promise to my friends.
Save the world.
What did you say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence?
Oh no, Schrodinger's words.
Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin-eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. Okay, to the east. You can't tell us to consider Shadowbringers when we've been talking about something else for like 60 seconds. Especially if it's something interesting. I will use my voice to lure out the Sin-eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin as your signal.
Yeah, wobble, wobble, wobble.
Minda? They're coming?
Oh.
I'm coming.
Oh.
I just had to adjust something.
Oh, right. I have High Fire 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
should
there's
have
more.
a nice animation. So, the story behind High Fire and High Blizzard, Yoshi P had the option to come up with a new
a
spell
fourth.
suffix. Yeah. Well, not a fourth.
Oh, a
we already
fifth,
had
yeah.
Yeah, he could not handle the responsibility. He could not handle the weight.
chat.
Fourth level is Fyraja, right?
Yeah. Cure has also had Sa for non-standard variations of it.
You made short work of those creatures. What, the ones that Minda's currently fighting? He'll be fine.
Oh, we're fine, yeah.
I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wallachdorf. Alright, now I can help you.
They're all dead.
Nope, they are not.
Oh, okay, come on. God's sake.
There are 3 waves.
Alright.
Each with half the amount.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, I got this thing. Cool. One sec. I'm going to refresh chat just in case. Excuse me.
Well,
So what game did Zeta Flare debut in?
I think Kingdom Hearts 3 was the first one?
No,
Yeah.
it's in an earlier Kingdom Hearts.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Kingdom Hearts 3 and FF16. I know those two. And I think there's 1 or 2 more appearances, but I think that it's very rare.
Yeah,
Bravely default.
Yeah, 7 had a Mega, Giga, Heta, and there was Exa in 7 in what's it called? Crisis Core.
By the ease with which you slew those Sin Eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think. And if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Yeah, sure. Memento of a friend. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. The tale of Ardbert? A while ago, I fought Sin Eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Longmuir Lake. Well, we can dive. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever.
So it's Wath, single syllable.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I'll get in the car. Okay.
No, I clicked Seto instead. Damn it. Okay, come on. Stop. All right. There we go. There we go.
La la
So as long as we're on the way, I didn't get to talk about Path of Exile too.
Yeah.
I'm liking it so far.
There's a blue quest that we are we ignoring the blue quest?
We can grab it on the way back, I guess. But
Okay.
this rock we are on, it is incredibly low quality graphics.
Yeah, that's barely textured.
You can see the tiling.
Yeah. Weird.
It looks so out of place.
Weird. But yeah, PoE 2, I'm liking it so far. The way you level skill gems is weird, and I'm reserving judgment on whether it's good or bad. But the dodge roll mechanic instead of dodging skills is pretty interesting, especially since it doesn't have a cooldown. And the boss fights, even the little ones that are mini bosses in various areas, are way more interesting than your average boss fight in, like, your average fight with a unique enemy in Path of Exile 1. Especially the Devourer boss at the start of the game. And then there was a malevolent ghost that we fought right before I ended the stream that I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. The itemization is a little scant. Like, drops are reduced vastly, and the resources to craft them are so far scarce, but
yeah, it's early game. It's too early to tell with that sort of thing.
True. But yeah, I like it so far. I'm gonna stream. Are you sure about this? Okay. I'm gonna stream. Are you sure about this? Die! Oh wait, it's into water. We're fine. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Ah, shit.
Itemization.
Itemization. Yeah. It's rarer than I would like to find stuff, but then I guess you can just farm bosses that are on level with you to get gear and stuff. Ah, there it is. Don't like the item names disappearing soon after drop. Makes it hard to see what's there unless I was really paying attention. You can Z toggles whether items are always displayed on the ground or not. Malena.
Yeah, which is how it is in a lot of ARPGs, I believe.
Yeah. Diablo 2 notable... Whoops, I forgot to close PokeClicker before I started the stream. Diablo 2 notably has hold to show items, which gets annoying after a while. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? I hold up a medallion and he's like, that's not it, but I'll take it anyway. Oh my god, that low-res texture.
My medallion! You found it!
That is not the voice I was expecting from this guy. I don't know what voice I was expecting from this guy, but that's not it.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul.
Ardbert looking over my shoulder.
He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young. In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime.
Nice.
I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
Yep, there he is.
His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades.
Thank you for pronouncing that correctly.
Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear. And so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help.
Laura, you're going to have to accept that in this world, you're the only one who pronounces like that. No. Canonically, Vieira in the jungle pronounce it like that. And I'm going to be so mad if I get to Golmore Jungle and the Vieira start pronouncing it, pronouncing it comrade, because that means it's infected them from outside their culture.
It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet...
We need to find somebody who pronounces it like camaraderie, but without the E.
He deserved to be happy. I wish
Well,
I
the
could have told
yes.
him that, at least.
Oh, well, he knows now. Oh, man. I'm glad Ardbert got to hear that. I'm sure Ardbert knows how you feel. I can't tell him about the ghost.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely.
It's a pretty awesome soul, isn't it?
It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Hell yeah, thank you.
If these are fabulous feminine crystal shoes, we know which one of us has to wear them.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Thancred.
Oh no, I was thinking they'd go great with my white mage glam.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Is it the Yulmorans? Have they finally overwhelmed your Fey magic?
Has something happened at Leader Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg.
Oh no, did the twins get captured?
At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun.
Oh god.
But then a
Lots of
scary,
fun.
bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught. as thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
Okay. I was expecting Minfilia to wear the crystal outfit stuff.
Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
Like, look at me. Do I look like I know how to wear heels?
So
I mean,
moment the lights go out,
that's
all
literally
needs
the
to
starting gear for
yes.
all the era. That's the level
Oh,
1 gear.
That's
Just high
true.
heels.
That's true, I guess.
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Minfilia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
No, she can come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
I mean, I wasn't going to let her take part in the boss fight, but... Pet my chocobo after this? You're right, I should.
Yeah, I found myself thinking, I hope my chocobo feels the same way about me as Seta did for Albert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, this is a perfect opportunity. Hang on. I've got a surprise for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
1 second. Okay, more than 1 second. Hang on. Slash pet. Enter. I picked up a keyboard for my PS5.
Way!
Yay! Finally!
And now I have unplugged it.
No!
Well, the cable gets in the way. I'll plug it in when I have to type something else in chat. Oh, I guess. Hang on. Let me try to arrange this cable. We'll consider Shadowbringers in a sec.
Okay. I was considering putting my Pepsi in the fridge for a bit, but then I remembered standing hurts.
I put my Pepsi. I thought ahead and put my Pepsi in the stream before the stream started. In the fridge before the stream started.
Okay, yeah,
sorry,
I can leave the keyboard plugged in like that.
Perfect.
Cool.
Fuck it.
And I
we
pet my chocobo.
say that's good as if we can see anything you're doing.
You'll just have to believe me. You saw me type in chat.
No, but I mean, like we're listening to you comment on how you're positioning things on your desk? Question mark? I don't know.
Nope, it's my desk is obstructed by my monitor next to my TV. So what I've done is I have an old computer tower with my PS2 on it in front of my entertainment center. I have finagled the USB cable for my keyboard over one of the swinging doors for the top cabinets. And it's to the right, so the cable is not in front of my TV, and the keyboard is sitting on my PS2.
This sounds alarmingly like Calliope Mori's setup from when she started streaming. there's a clip of her talking about from like 4 years ago that I'll share sometime.
Oh,
like
my
during the
setup
break.
is incredibly scuffed.
Okay.
But
Anyway.
it works.
Okay, I decided soda is more important than pain, so I put it in the fridge.
Okay.
Lovely.
Well, fridge or freezer. For 30 minutes and it'll be nice and chill.
Octla Orm Inn. Forgive
Gesundheit.
me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time. I'm craning my neck up, almost vertically. But I am convinced now, that you will triumph. You will triumph. To the south, you will find the bridge to La Gia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you.
Okay, so given the time crunch we have, it is time to do that ether current quest.
Yeah. And we gotta do that blue quest before we forget.
Do we have a time crunch?
Yeah, Ranjit's after us.
And not like not a time crunch so much as a time crunch, because the next thing we do is the next
leave?
quest. Yeah.
Yeah,
The next
Bobby
thing you
always
do is leave this
I was
The
area.
next thing.
we can jerk at the fact that we are being hunted.
A new Amaro. Oh, are you freshly intelligent? Sandman. Oh, I beg your pardon. I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, oh, you're not new, I find I can barely stay awake. Sandman is my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Ah, yes, a request. I would have you seek out a young Amaro who has newly arrived in Ilmeg. But ere I go into the details, tell me, know you the nature of our community, Wallachdorf? It is a place where those of us who have attained intelligence come to live out our days. We Amaro are born mindless beasts, you see, but if we abide among men for a century or so, ha! You were wrong! Those Amaro in the Crystarium were not intelligent! We may awaken to abilities long lost in our kind, speech not least of all. That those who have awakened might know of Wallachdorf, we asked our Numo friends to place enchantments on the crystals found throughout Ilmeg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Norvrant, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amaro was not prepared for what he found here, that is, other speaking Amaro, and no sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he is wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here? To help you on your way, he fled to the west of the settlement. West is that away.
YouTube's search function is dog shit these days. When searching for that clip I was talking about a minute ago, and like I had to scroll down past 8, recommended or related or suggested ads or whatnot before I actually got to the damn thing with that was named.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're still running ads in front of like guides for CPR and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I have come across a fate where a wyvern... No, I guess that has 4 limbs. It's a dragon. A dragon is fighting an Amaro, and a couple Floth are just watching. Having a good time, enjoying the show.
Yeah, it looks like they're placing bets or something.
Yeah.
Dragon. I think it's supposed to just be like a flying lizard.
Yeah, a dragon.
Dragons
I
in this
say,
world
knowing
are very
full well that
specific.
every dragon I've met would be horribly offended by that. Alright, where is this guy? Ah! There's the sign of the Amaro's passage. You find a set of Amaro tracks headed southwest. Judging by the depth of the impressions, the creature was in some haste.
Yeah, whenever you search for anything on YouTube now, like, you get 5 popular videos that have nothing to do with what you actually searched for. They're just things that, I don't know, hit the algorithm well.
Yeah, I
don't want the thing that your algorithm wants me to watch. I want the thing I searched for. That's why I searched.
It's
That's
painful
why I used
to
the
try
search bar in the first place, you dumb fucks.
It's painful to try to look for full playthroughs of certain games.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I mean, it's painful to look for any video that's more than a week old. Is what it really comes down to.
Did you guys get the top 5 music of your that you've been listening to earlier this year?
No.
I get mix playlists based on stuff I've watched, but that's it.
No. It was like specific, like this is your top 5 for like the year or whatnot. Like one of mine was like, for example, the ambush battle theme from Persona 3 Reload. Makes sense. I've been obsessed with it. For some reason, though, the thing that it listed as number 2 for me was the song from Star Wars Holiday Special.
What?
Yeah.
I do remember us talking about that song on stream, so I'm not shocked that it made the list.
Google's listening to you. Do you have an Alexa?
I'd only listened to it once.
Oh, well, that was your first mistake.
It's actually it's kind of genuinely good. Like, it's the only good part of the movie, and it is entirely focused on that one woman played by B. Arthur running a pub. It is amazing. Everything else about the movie is abysmal, but that one section is actually genuinely incredible.
Yeah.
But like,
anyway.
I only listened to it once. Why?
The young Amaro regards you with wary eyes. It's all right to talk. You know that I can talk? There was another fellow like me. Do you know him? Briefly. There are a lot of them. Well now, a whole settlement of talking Amaro. That must be the place he wanted to show me. My name is Tonatua. My master was a traveling merchant. One day I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy, and I thought my master would be happy too. But when I spoke to him, he looked as if he'd seen a ghost and abandoned me. Well, that sucks! Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. I'd heard of Ilma.
I mean, if your horse started talking to you, what would you do? Just out of the blue, your horse started talking.
Well, I fucking hate horses, so I'm the wrong person to ask about that. But
okay, a pet, anything?
I don't know. I certainly wouldn't throw the cat out. Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. I'd heard of Ilmeg, and I thought it would be nice to see it, but it seems the idea wasn't my own at all. The settlement, Wallickdorf. It sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long while. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore, not even other Amaro. And now there's a quest chain that we will not do until I catch up on the game years from now.
Yeah. We should start putting the party together because the trial is literally next.
All right. Well,
so here I'll drive. You start making party invites.
Okay. All right.
Anybody in chat who wants to come along for the trial, speak up now or forever hold your peace.
Oh my god, Law, look at me. With this pose, but combined with the sunglasses, I give off such an I don't give a shit about anything vibe right now.
Nice. Ott wants in.
I don't trust this water to kick us out of the vehicle, so I am going all the long way around.
Synthetic Conjurer, which one are you?
Cynthia.
Ah, that's Cynthia. Okay.
Cynthia, that's why it's spelled funny.
IGU wants in.
That's why Cynthia is spelled. That's why synthetic is spelled funny.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. IGU. I cannot select IGU? Whoops. There we go. Alright, so that's 7. We need an 8th. Count Bob is... Oh, Milena. Okay.
Count Bob is Milena?
No. Alright,
It's a
there's
deep
our
law.
8. Well, that's a funky owl thing.
Yeah.
It's a Fuka.
We saw them. We saw them up in the Sea of Clouds back in Heaven's Ward.
Oh, yeah, we did. Hey, Ether Current. Yeah, you guys have fun with the enemy. Okay, I guess I'll help.
Too late.
I didn't even get to cast.
You are not necessary. This is really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPS. Sick.
Perfect. You even got 2 melee arranged and the caster.
Oh, nice.
This is and a shield and pure healer.
Yeah. We have the ideal comp.
Awesome. We're going into Savage then.
Perfect. Extreme. Maybe this is a trial. Extreme.
Oh, it's a trial, not a dungeon. Cool.
Yeah.
The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. Oh, so we don't have to wear them. Okay, cool.
Dan, I just picked out the perfect bag.
All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. You got it. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. What's that mean in this case? But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. The Dancing Plague. That's a hell of a trial name.
Oh, yeah.
It's
This is also one of my favorite boss tracks in the game.
Ooh.
It's named after a real event where a bunch of people in like Middle Ages just started dancing, and people kept just joining, and people just started dying from exhaustion.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. And no one knows why.
The Dancing Plague. The white dress, the shell crown, the stone scepter, the crystal shoes. Having acquired the 4 Fey relics through considerable effort, you now stand ready to break the seal over Li Gia and confront the Light Warden of Ilmeg, the fallen fairy king Titania. Yet even as you hunt the Sin Eater, you are in turn hunted by the forces of Yulmore, who have thrown all caution to the wind and march resolutely on the fairy kingdom. All right, let's go.
Minimum item level.
Right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when the ads spawn, I will take the west ad. Tempera can take the north ad. Everybody else, all the DPS and healers attack the east ad. It cannot be tanked as a result,
You just gotta kill it as fast as possible before it
Yeah.
starts killing DPS.
Okay.
yeah, it also doesn't have auto attacks though, so it's just entirely just kill it.
Gotcha. All right, let's do this. Seven. Last person.
Yeah, Countball missed the boat. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Bob.
man. We just did a ready check. 8th person, ready up. There we go.
Okay. You might find this music familiar.
Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? Why not voiced? Light Warden Titania. That's a cool design. Ah, so much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it, we must. Beginning by playing with you. Say, Titania, how do you feel about beavers?
It was weird because they do have voice dialogue in the battle itself, so I don't know why this opening bit is not voiced. It's bizarre.
Okay.
I recognize this track. I'm trying to remember from where.
You've got the mount from here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
which mount is this?
It's the trans rights mount, if I remember correctly.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Starting with ice, fire. Youch! Is this the ad phase?
No. It'll be obvious when it is.
Gotcha.
In the extreme, they do not drop an orange puddle for that move. You just have to watch their animations to figure out whether they're going to do the AoE or the donut AoE.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wings out, point blank. Spinning the staff. Donut. If any of those aren't soaked, they will spawn ads that are just brutal to deal with.
The puddles of water, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. This is a fire. Yeah. This is a fire stack. We want to be in the water to reduce the damage it does.
Gotcha. Ah, and that uses up the water.
Yep.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's clean.
Oh, you're changing the arena, aren't you? Interesting. Cool. Oh, that's
is-
rad.
It's a popular joke, right? 'Cause she says cramped old castle, but it sounds like crap old castle.
Whoa.
You picked a bad spot for your ley lines.
Yup.
Yep. That icon, it grows in the shape of the points on it. You have dealt with it before against Mist Dragon.
those.
Yep. Shiba circles.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Alright, get to the east, because things are about to spawn.
Oh, it's an ant.
Mustard Seed, Peace Blossom, and Puck. They're all named after characters in Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. Which is, of course, where the name Titania comes from.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I was out of that AoE. Good.
Gotta really appreciate how, like Shakespeare literally created a fucking fantasy mythology that is on par with just like stuff like the Ulster cycle at this point.
Gotta love the bard. There's a reason he's the bard.
Yep. Okay. Rita Repulsor time. Same order as last time.
Bigger is better.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Lord, do you want to use your limit break on both Peace Blossom and Puck at the same time? So in the northwest corner.
Okay, should I do that now?
Yeah,
Yes.
go for it.
Waiting for the AoE to go away. Limit break. How's this?
That's
Other quarter, but whatever.
yeah, it'll do.
It'll do.
It'll speed things up. That knockback is a
Thanks
lot
for
more-
rescuing me out of my animation. It's too big. I can't select it.
You're too close.
Zoom your camera out, and
I am zoomed
Back
out.
up. You gotta back up.
yeah. You can.
Oh, okay. The ant is already dead. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh, well,
Oh, okay.
Okay. The ant didn't go away when its health bar did, so that's why I was confused. I was trying to select the ant.
Yeah.
I was able to select the ant when I was right up in its face before, which is why I was confused.
Okay. Yeah, so you were trying to kill an already dead enemy.
Ends, but there's an apostrophe after the N.
Whoa!
Alright. We need to hit the puddles. Good. So,
Up stack, fire stack, flare.
So if that fire misses a puddle, it will set the grass on fire. The entire floor becomes damaged.
The entire floor.
Yep. That is absolutely faithful in extreme.
Oh, goddamn. If I was being clever, then I was not. And now I'm dead.
I'm too far away to hit Titania. Okay. Now I can go back in.
Oh, boo-hoo! Meanwhile, the melee actually has to run around to get out of
Cast. Ow!
Little tip, if you go to the last one, then you can just sidestep to the first one.
Yeah.
But good on you for using triple cast.
The fat lot of good it did me. I didn't get to cast anything by the time I got there. But hey, I remembered. Oh no, I got
Hysteria.
hysteria while I was recovering. Shouldn't I be invincible? I'll use the limit break. Why not?
Yeah. So, sometimes statuses can go through, even if the damage doesn't.
Got them.
We can play no more.
Yeah, now it's voiced.
Yeah.
Weird. Also, no, I don't think I've seen that growing roots thing before.
It happened in the Bairn with the Mist Dragon. While the roots didn't grow, it did have the same warning, and the attacks came out in the same shape.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. The same star pattern warning.
Number 2 down. Nice hat, whoever has that blue hat. I love how all of these happen at night.
Yeah, that's Cynthia. She's got a nice witch costume.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
picture time.
5 bars of limit break. All right, picture time. I guess with the...
Yeah, it's right here with the staircase behind us.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think kind of forming the half circle around the exit is a pretty good pose.
Yeah, although
We had it for a second, and then everybody started moving around.
Yeah, Minda, you and IGU should probably swap places.
Okay. How do you get in the back? I'm short, so I have to stand in the front.
Okay. All right, and
Make a little more space for Milena and IGU, I think.
all right, I'm going to G pose then.
Sick.
Yeah, that looks good.
Well, that was a cool fight.
Yeah. I like that fight. I like the music. I like the whole vibe.
The music is a good vibe. It's not something I would listen to on its own, though.
Yeah.
Fits the fight pretty well.
I love how ominous it sounds at the start, and then suddenly goes da 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 da.
It's very
Yeah, like-
fey, and I like that.
Yeah, it's not like the best boss theme ever, but it is perfect for what the boss it's tied to. And that's
Yeah.
why I like it so much, I think, because, like, in context, it's exactly the music that it needs to be.
Well, that's 2 down. Let's see. We've got the Yulmorin one, which is probably that giant lion that Valtteri was leaning on. There's the one in the place where we lost Tesleen. There's one in the jungle where Y'shtola is.
Mm-hmm. And then there is a 6th zone that has not been.
Yeah,
into
I was
yet.
gonna say I don't know the 6th zone yet.
Yeah. But there are always 6 zones in every expansion, and we at this point in the story, we don't know much about the 6th zone.
Yeah.
Which is what they do most of the time. Like, they always, like, Stormblood is the one exception because, like, oh yeah, the Locks is like this strange and mysterious place that you never go. It's like, no, it's where the capital is. Everyone knows that's where you're heading. But like,
it was kind of a focus in the game.
What
Yeah.
the 6th zone is. Stormblood, they play coy with what the 6th zone is. And Walker, they play very coy with like the last 2 zones that you go through. And yeah, it's just like this is a pretty common thing with Both the storytelling and also like not even just the storytelling, the like pre-release like lore. They will always talk about the first couple of zones that you go explore, but they will be very hush-hush about where you're going for the end of the story.
Okay, Jeepers incoming.
All right, let's take a look.
I quite like this one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, slight confession, I kind of tried to focus on the three of us just because we've got the new art up, so, I just kind of wanted to compliment that.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Nice work.
I'll share that in chat then.
All right, let's go.
All right.
The dancing plague. Now we've got normal weather. Oh, nope, cutscene. Vothri bursts in through the stained glass window. Rolls to a stop in front of me.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
To turn you into the new fairy king.
For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king.
Listen, you can have it. I don't want it. I don't want to rule the fairies.
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their
Listen,
place.
I'm already the queen of somewhere else. I'm not ruling over the fairies, okay? No.
But then you could be king and a queen.
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us. Never again to live as men do.
No.
My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
So wait, you think being a fairy is a curse?
Also,
At first, for someone like us, like it's fairies are very lawful in their own weird way, and we are a free spirit who has to travel around.
Yeah, true.
Also, there's something slightly concerning about the idea of Fiaul having absolute power, but also alluring. Think of the chaos!
That's a cool-ass design. I like the colors.
It absolutely is.
Rejoice and revel, for the kingdom of rainbows is forever young.
Hell yeah.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
So, are you still gonna ferry things from this place back to my home on the market board? Is that flavor still going to be there, or have the devs forgotten in the story?
Oh, it's still there.
We'll find out.
Also, hell yeah, let's take down the Yulmorans. Oh, now it's daytime again?
Oh, it's just actually daytime in game.
No, this is still the sky of eternal light.
Oh yeah.
Confound it.
Flashback to 30 seconds ago, basically.
Ah, yeah. Ranji just swats this fairy out of the air.
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Oh, yup. Thought so.
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Ow, stop, it hurts, it hurts!
Ooh, that's good pained voice acting.
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
At least one more.
And I won't let you hurt my friends.
That's one of my favourite lines in that dub.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
You may believe that about yourself, but it's not true about Minfilia. Well, we saved the pixie.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Are you about to sick Minfilia on the bad guys?
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
What did Vothri do to your eyes? Wait, what if Ranjit is the Light Warden?
Look, the sky.
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General, what are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Ah, but now we've
Forward,
put the
men.
fear of me
Take
into
the
them.
villains captive. Are you deaf?
Fireball hits him from behind.
I said.
Oh ho! Ho ho! The king has returned to make ready to feast.
What's happening?
All the Fwath are here too.
Water? That wasn't there before.
Okay, but how horrifying would it be to drown on dry land?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that poor bastard.
Like that, like, this whole scene is horrifying, but that bit especially is like,
Oh, even the new Mo are getting in on it. Seto shows up and just crunches a soldier's head off with his beak.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Oh, Feul doesn't let me ride them.
This is such a cool sequence.
In greater numbers.
Yeah, where are the beavers?
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
that double take. Huh. Yeah, a Feoul mount would be rad.
I don't know if I agree that being targeted by the Numur would actually be better, because if you've killed a few of few of the Fae,
I see.
and Numur always
Well,
take exactly
king in your stead,
equal
for all our
penance,
sakes.
your family's probably in danger.
Mm.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feoul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it.
You're done, right?
That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as
Those
much
little
as
axes.
is received. Such is the way of Yilmeg.
Those are adorable.
By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Well, okay. So there's a specific need that I have that until an hour ago you were fulfilling. Who's going to do that now? Okay, I will say I'll be sad to lose you instead of what about our pact?
I'll say what about our pact then.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you.
Fair
Treat
enough.
them as you would your
Same
best
result.
Memphis.
So is it every martial class or every martial crafter and gatherer class that you need to get to 80 for the Amaro mount?
Only the
Every
combat
martial.
ones.
Conversation
Just the
time.
combat.
I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a light warden while I struggled to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. Hey, I'm having a suspicion that he's the light warden of Yulmore, actually. It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feoul not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now.
Ranjit is clearly a D&D monk, because in D&D, at like level, I think it's level 18, monks get a feature where they are immune from the negative effects of aging.
Ooh.
And it's specifically to, like, you know, to facilitate the old man martial arts expert vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Yulmorans at bay long enough for you to succeed, but we have earned some good fortune. Well, it is plain we have not seen the last of General Ranjit. I, for one, am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Anyone else? No. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Ulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Orion J, why were you not horrified?
He's been living with them.
He's a little bit Fey himself now. But what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them.
I mean, which definition of Fey?
We can fly!
Hey. Also, it is in server time, well, not in server, in universe time. It is 1 a.m., so it is just genuinely nighttime right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. If it were daytime, we would have had an awkward scene transition where it went from nighttime in the cinematic to suddenly being broad daylight.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah. It's been awkward that it's listed as Eorzean time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not exactly Eorzea.
Though that makes me a little annoyed that there aren't time zones back on Hideaway.
Yeah. That would be nice.
That would be such a cool touch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like it would be all that hard to implement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I included time zones in my D&D game just to throw my characters off. They teleport from one side of the world to the other. It's like, oh, by the way, it's midnight here, and all of them who had never traveled outside of their own home city for the first time were like, what?
Oh, Yoshi P wanted to do it, but it would ruin fishing. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That is an acceptable answer, I think. That is a perfectly reasonable reason, yeah.
And yeah, other types of gathering as well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's entirely fair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead.
Everybody else just says the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Thankfully,
Mystery
just have
box.
a word with the hero of the hour. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going, together, needless to say, to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Yeah. Me too. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again.
I like Ilmeg.
Well,
Also,
it's not as bad as Ishgard. I'll give it that.
Have a look around now that it's night.
Oh yeah, the glowing crystals.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the glowing, the lighting on the castle and its glowing wings.
That's rad.
And now you can fly and appreciate the terrain from up above.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
It's a very pretty zone.
Yeah. I'm a little tired of the lavender, but...
Well, we're leaving now anyway, so...
Oh hey, a lookout point.
Yeah.
I can use my keyboard!
Hooray!
Slash lookout. Lead of the round. Finding it abandoned by its former inhabitants following the events of the flood, the Pixies have claimed this Vobertite village as their own. The Fae have continued the villagers' practice of keeping sheep, making use of the weed-choked pens to raise and milk their woolly livestock. There's an amazing view in the evening north of Wallachdorf. Should we go take a look at that?
Sure.
Okay. To Wallachdorf.
It's not evening at the moment, though.
Oh,
you mean actual evening, not just like night in general? All right.
Okay, fair enough. Well, back to the Crystarium then.
All right.
Yeah, we should disband the party and reform because we are a crossworld right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Crystarium time.
I know what's coming next.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. Let us talk. Potentially, we may need to talk to Alizé at the same time.
Okay. All seems well, thank goodness. Oh, there's probably a section where we play as somebody else then, is what you're implying. Though we've spent most of our time on the road, Menphili and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. I see nothing out of the ordinary. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the selfsame comforting hum of activity in the air. Alright. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Ylmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Yay! Oh wait, no. I thought that was just Stola's robe.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Okay.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
I presume you have.
Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation.
So you wanted to kill the Light Ward. Hang on. Okay. So, are you working at cross purposes to the other Ascians? If you wanted the Light Warden dead... let's see. Let's think about that. So if he wanted the other Ascians incited this to cause a calamity on Hydaelyn. If killing the Light Wardens will prevent that, why would Solus want that to happen? We could just go to the next speech bubble. Dude, I'm theorizing. It's why we're here.
Yep.
That's what you guys want from me. What could his angle be?
Oh, we've been hoping for this.
Okay.
Also, this is your first time actually meeting him.
Yeah. Wait, does killing the Light Wardens release the light energy and send it to Hydaelyn? Is that what's happening when I fire the light into the sky?
I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Emmett Selk. We have heard that name before.
Oh, you continued. I didn't realize.
A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
Okay, wait, hang on. What if restoring dark... Okay, what if both angles further their plans? The calamity furthers the absorption of the shards and their goals to revive Zodiark, and the darkness on this shard also furthers their goal of reviving Zodiark.
This is the best weather for this scene.
Yeah.
At least it's not raining. This is the first time I played through this game like a few times on alts, and this is the first time I've had this scene where it's not fucking raining.
You've got to tell us when you move on.
Infuriating.
Infuriating.
Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
So he definitely still wants the rejoining.
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
She, thank you.
And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
Oh, so I've already won then, is what you're saying.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
That's me.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
It's very funny that as he said, light supremacy is in doubt, dawn broke and his face lit up.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
He's right here!
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone.
Wait, remind me, do we have a crystal to kill him with?
Urianger pulled out some Aurosite, yes.
Yeah, he made an Aurosite.
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all.
But that's no different from what Loreweaver did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Ah, so you've got a sense of self-preservation.
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation.
No.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Alright, what is the catch?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content.
Playing the long game, I obviously don't trust him, but he does have a point about playing the long game. I mean, I don't trust him.
But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
I don't trust you, but I am listening. Explain yourself, then.
When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Well, you're gonna have to kill a lot less people. Like, that would be condition number 1 of any cooperation, Emmett Selk. Hey, you killed him, Urian J.
And we would not dismiss it outright.
Really? Wouldn't we, Urian J? I know you've made deals with these people before, but calm down.
If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
So can we turn him into a beaver?
No.
Can we try? I'd like to try.
I love that.
I mean, you can try. I think he would just be like, I think the result would just be Emmett standing around in the field going, so what was the point you were trying to do?
Hey, hang on. We could try to feed him to the fairies, and whoever loses, I win.
But I love that wave he does as he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
That flippant.
Yeah.
I'm better than you wave.
Yeah. But yeah, so like this is why we were like, hey, maybe you should go to the next, speech bubble, because like in context, it's pretty clear like he's just being sarcastic there. It's like It's like, for God's sakes, foil my plans or don't foil my plans, but don't make me wait.
You will wait and you'll like it,
the tone he's going.
But wait, what? Luca toasted and anything toasted. Okay. Yeah, that this certainly raises questions, though, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
listen, it changes the dynamic a little bit.
It does, and like, here's the thing. He doesn't have to lie. He is immortal, and I am not.
Yeah.
In like 200 years, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
And he can pick up his plan again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's
boring,
telling
so
the truth at least about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he could just wait for us to die of old age, but that would be boring. So he's gonna run around with us for a little bit, see what comes of that.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, what's the point of being immortal if you can't try new things every millennium or so?
Yeah.
Like he has been in the same space with you for like 5 minutes tops, and you are already just like, what the fuck is going on?
He's a theater kid. He lives for the drama.
Mammoth
call the
Silk.
wind-up
Oh, good call. I
solace
should pull
of
out my-
Mammoth Silk.
Oh.
Well, hey, we have one of those. Hang on. Where is it?
Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, there is an achievement for getting a certain amount of mammoth minions, the
Here.
puppets.
Mammoth Silk.
Yeah, and that gives you a title. That title is Mammotheer, and it has a secret. If you have the Mammotheer title equipped, any mammoths begin acting as if they are alive.
Ooh.
Which includes the fact that if you do the /handover alert, you will feed a minion. So the first thing I did upon finding this was summon Clockwork Solus, Emmett Selk, and feed him from the palm of my hand.
Okay, that's weird. Anyway.
He just walks over and nom 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 nom.
Okay. But yeah, like, I think if he gets the chance, he will kill us. But I don't think he's lying that he doesn't have to give a shit. Like, he's right. He could just wait till I die of old age. And then pick up his plan again. And
unless and this way, maybe there is a better way. Maybe there is a way that we can help his plans, which, be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Like, I don't believe him for a second that he's going to abandon his plans. He just wants intel and a good time. But is it more dangerous to let him tag along and risk him turning on us, or is it more dangerous to not listen to the information he gives us and see if we can figure stuff out by working around the lies he tells us?
Good question.
If he tells any lies.
That's also true.
Well, that's a good place to take a break.
I suppose it is. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. Burb.
Yep. I am posting that Kali stream setup that I talked about a while back.
It is incredibly windy today. I got home faster than I expected because of it. And it is certainly going to be interesting seeing Lothier rising.
And back.
Hello.
Excuse me. Is Minda back? Minda is muted. Okay.
Ew.
Hey.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So I just had a realization about the previous cutscene.
Yeah?
You cheered when you thought it was Y'shtola.
Okay. Like... I'm happy to see my frenemy. So sue me. What I realized during the break was, like, so we killed the Light Warden of Lakeland.
Yeah.
And
Two
night fell for the first time in a century. And
Yes.
everybody in the Crystarium went, "What the fuck? Oh, this is awesome." And it makes me think that the first time dawn broke on these people, there must have been panic.
To be fair, the sky will have looked different to the everlasting light.
Yeah, but the light came back.
Yeah, no, it's different though. Like,
Yeah.
natural daylight is very different from the eternal light.
Yeah.
Like that's not even a matter of speculation. Like, you can just, like, in
look
game,
at it.
you can look at the sky, and the eternal day looks very different from regular day. So I don't think there would have been panic. There might have been, like, some resignation of, like, well, it could. I mean, eternal night would be just as bad as eternal day, so okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
My thing that I forgot to mention, which I find funny, is that the Fairy King we got the double whammy of there must always be a Lich King. Somebody has to take on the Light Warden responsibilities, and someone also has to take on the Fairy King responsibilities for killing the previous inhabitor of both titles.
Yeah.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, this is getting complicated. Can we please just kill somebody and that's it? They're dead. We're done. Anyway.
Also, we have a Cheshire cat here with us.
Yeah.
So that was an Asian. Thancred told me about them. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Finding common ground with an Asian. My entire being rebels at the very notion. Who knows, maybe the power of friendship will get through to him. That an Asian of Emmet Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures, is most interesting. Cooperation? He can't be serious. Can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Lord. Oh, dismissing me? Hang on. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task.
Chop chop, off with you.
In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest and a visit with a ghost. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more.
And once again, we can sleep.
She
like
just walked straight through me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go take a nap.
I still remember the resignation of when Elise walked through a wall, and she's like, "No, no."
At least she walked in the right direction. I got like 500 views on that short.
I see. I'm just barely too late for us to, or to have seen you meet Emmett Squelch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you, like, pick up on the fact that Solus was Emmett Selk prior to this? Because it was fairly obvious, but I think this is the first, like, scene where he addresses himself as such.
Well, it's been a while since I heard about Emmett Selk.
I mean, he did literally say the founding father was an Asian.
Yeah. Well, like we knew he was an Ascian before, but he never introduced himself by name. It's just that he introduced himself by name like 5 minutes within like 5 minutes of Emmett Selk being name dropped, and it's like, okay, we've learned about the mysterious Ascian, and the mysterious Ascian showed up. Could this mysterious Ascian be Emmett Selk, the mysterious Ascian?
Yeah, no, I didn't catch that.
Okay, there you go. Just checking to make sure that you're paying attention.
Welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Get down from there, Minda. The man's trying to do his job. Will you be retiring now? On your screen, he's talking to you, as if this is the most normal thing in the world.
Yep.
Looking up at it.
Sandwich basket? What? Why?
It's a housing item. You can put it on your table.
I know it's a housing item. I'm wondering what that has to do with what just happened. Does we want to go on a picnic with Emmett Selk?
Go on a picnic with the fairies.
Yo, Ardbird, you here? Oh, that sigh of relief. Is that an orange I spy? I haven't had an orange in ages. Those are some big-ass apples. Ah, sandwich basket. There it is.
There it is, yeah.
I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself.
You haven't had a...
He's keeping you well fed.
Oh, man. You haven't had a sandwich in a century, have you? Can you have sandwich? I don't think you can have one of my sandwiches. I'd offer you a sandwich, but, I think it would just...
Boreal.
Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that this leader of nations has prepared sandwiches for you.
Oh, I didn't say he prepared them himself. Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
I don't think he's Grahatia. 'Cause... Because, like, he claims he was around before summoning the Crystal Tower. That could be a lie, but I don't see why he would lie.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this.
He's also too short to be Emmett Selk, because he's too short to be Graha, because I am a minimum height Mikote, and he is shorter than me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You're putting me off my dinner? I'm not going to say that. Tell me about Seto.
You're putting me off my dinner.
Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big, and he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Damn it, I want to make a joke about an NPC being my pet, but my mind is blanking.
You just mentioned Bryn and just from down the corridor, you hear, what?
Why are you listening?
I have gigantic ears!
Your ears are smaller than mine.
Yes, but I don't shoot explosions all the time. They work better than yours.
Excuse you, you're in the middle of the explosions.
I appreciate Cyber Heroine's joke in chat that when Ardbert came to the source, he got a chocobo and named it Mokuba.
Okay, so if you say you are putting me off my food, let me see. Yeah. Hey, oh, poor you. But I take your point. Let's see, what's a good topic for mealtime? Food, I suppose. I could tell you about their appetite cuisine if you like. Oh, and there's this time we were forced to collect rare ingredients for some god's-forsaken feast. It sounds ridiculous because it was. Wait, you too? Parallel worlds there. So what sort of things did you have to fetch then? And then it goes silent as the characters,
exchange fetch quest stories. That's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. A party soon divided. Oh, he's in the crystal room where the Exarch works. The manager of sweets is in a cheerful mood. He's Emmett Selk in disguise. Good evening to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience.
Right.
I can't see outside right now.
Oh, we now have access to the unlocked quest for the Pixie Beast tribe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Manic Pixie Dream Realm is the quest.
Ha! I see you're in uniform, Milena.
Yeah.
Oh, just as the nighttime music started.
Yeah, well.
Sup, guys?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity.
Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has...
But Urian J will.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of
Truth, huh? Something tells me you don't have a lot of that in your arsenal. Well, I'm sure you have a lot of that in your arsenal, but none that you're willing to share.
You know, this reminds me of that line you wrote, like you sent me.
The best liars tell the truth, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes.
The same mistakes, huh?
Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy.
Oh, you'll be back to annoy me again, I know.
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
He didn't wave.
Excuse me.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his
Yeah,
lips.
Thancred in particular has a grudge against these guys.
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I mean, he was La Brea for a while.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. A colonel, perhaps.
I don't know, but if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding...
For me, Alphanus said the same thing, except I'm sure you will at the start.
Even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Yeah, hey, praise
I will
me.
begin by thanking you all for your efforts.
You're welcome.
In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amarang, and Raktika remain.
Only 3? What about the 6th area? Story's going pretty well, Oxyton. How are you?
Oh, hey, Ox.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best...
This is how the party gets divided. Send me to the jungle. I want to meet some more Vieira.
They've got fun and games.
I'll take Amarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
You're eager to go back?
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Hell yeah.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak.
Yeah, she's not a fan of arriving places naked, Exarch.
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Oh, hey, an Aetheryte ticket.
What's that?
We're getting into Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Invitation.
Damn it, that's such a better joke.
A missive from Lord Wolf.
I'll bet that spawned a lot of Smash memes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Exarch, I hope you're not planning to take him up on that.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words.
And what if they kill you, man? They're going to kill you.
Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Don't! They're just going to kill you.
Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Alright, that is a very bad idea, Exarch. At last, I can find...
My prediction for when the Switch 2, or whatever it ends up being called, my prediction is that when the Switch 2 comes out, they're not going to make a new Smash Bros. Because you cannot top Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
They're just going to release like an updated version of Smash with potentially new DLC characters, which means maybe you guys are really going to get into Smash in the future.
Oh,
maybe
buddy,
we can finally get
keep up hope for
Rayman.
that. You have fun hoping for that.
Honestly, like I wouldn't call it a hope. I'm just saying, like there's a non-zero chance. I'm just saying, stranger things have happened.
Hey, if they can get the rights to Sora, they can get the rights to this guy.
Yeah. And not to mention Cloud, so like wouldn't even be the first Final Fantasy rep. But yeah, like I do genuinely think that we're just going to get a re-release of Smash Bros. Instead of a new Smash Bros. Game, because like you can't top Ultimate.
Yeah. Everyone's
has a ridiculous cast. There's no way they can go back and make like a new, like, you know, it's like 20 fighters in this version. It's like, no, fuck off. That's not going to work.
That will sell negative copies.
That will sell negative copies, exactly.
Apparently, Squenix is a pain to work with, so I doubt they'll do more. That's a shame.
Yeah.
The official word is, do not expect another Smash ever. Well, eventually, Dex hit the Smash Brothers edition.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, the drama would be nuclear.
Oh my god.
There will be a new Smash Bros. Because, like, you can't leave that money on the table forever.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I was about to say like it might be after Sakurai retires.
No, I mean, it'll be after Sakurai fucking dies.
You know what the funniest thing they could do is? They re-release Smash Bros. Ultimate unchanged, except for 70% of the Pokemon are gone.
Alright, anyway.
God, I wish they'd released Dissidia 3.
Yes!
At last, I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her. Minfilia and I are no strangers to Raktika, and this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. I should be glad to apprise thee of Y'shtola's recent endeavors during our journey to Raktika. I confess, a great deal of my time in Collusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Koluzha. There are so many ruins scattered throughout Almarang. I'm honestly not even sure where to start. Now here's a question. How much Final Fantasy IX content is in World of Final Fantasy?
Sure.
Because if there's a decent amount, that will pique my interest in actually playing the game. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola?
Okay, there's at least 2 characters.
It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. What do you mean, alas? Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic.
Okay, we have a decision to make here. While we're at the Crystarium, we could do the next tier of job quests, of role quests.
I think we should take next week and do the next tier of role quests, like all 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I am, however, just going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be back shortly.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I was kind of thinking we should just, like, wait to do them until MSQ forces us to do them, and then we can do, like, the whole quest in, like, one go.
The whole quest line?
Yeah. For, like, at least one of them. Like, well, yeah.
Take a month and do one quest line per day?
I don't think it'll take that long. Like, I think we could probably get through all 4 of them in one stream.
Really? They're that short?
I mean, it's like 4 quests apiece.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, maybe we'll save it for when the story forces us then.
Mm-hmm.
Safe travels, Lore. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Y'shtola. Alright, to Fort Job!
Yeah, or maybe we'll do, like, the caster one at the point where MSQ forces us to do it, and then save the other ones for later, because we only need to do one to get through MSQ, and then the rest we can do at our leisure. Plus, it's like, with quest lines like this, I like doing them all in one go, so we were not like... So it's not like, otherwise we'll come back to these quests 2 months from now and be like, what the fuck were we doing? What was the storyline here?
I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Yulmoran soldiers return. Even with their limited numbers, the Guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field. Thancred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were works of art, I'm told. Yeah. It's nice to have night again. Oh, hey, a lookout point. Hang on. Ta-da, ta-da. Whoops. Almost dropped the controller. Feast record, Fort Job. Once the forward base of a long-fated knightly order, these ruins were repurposed to serve as a defensive outpost for the Crystarium Guard. The architectural remnants of the Church of the First Light now merely hint at the majesty of a bygone era. Yeah, I don't count Dissidia NT as Dissidia 3. Like, it doesn't even have a story mode. And the mechanics are, from what I hear, very different. So yeah, another Dissidia Duodecim, please. Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Dissidia NT has a story, but it's cutscenes only, and you have to unlock the cutscenes with currency. Well, that's dumb.
It's dumb.
At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as a testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one. That's one of my favorite magic cards, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of Shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. So, like, is the Dissidia NT story any good? Like, how much of it is there? How do you earn the currency you use to buy the cutscenes? Just by playing the game, or do you have to buy it?
You don't have to buy the cutscenes. You just play the game and go through the story.
What is Sanctarum thinking of, then?
Are
you thinking of the gacha game?
I don't know.
If they're, and it does have fights in the story. That have, like it's a normal sort of story mode.
Despite their architectural prowess, I can make neither head nor tail of anything in this place. You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous.
Miniphilia is over in this direction.
Okay, I'll talk to Urianger J first, then find her. 'Twould be most unusual, but mayhap the hall was built below ground. Miniphilia.
Yeah, the story is not anything special. It's mostly just, fan service character interactions. But
I'm down for fan service character interactions.
I was gonna say, like, maybe for a stream you should watch the cutscenes sometime.
Oh, that would be fun. How long is the cutscene movie gonna be?
Shouldn't be too long. Let me check. Dissidia.
I've seen no sign of the church, but it must be around here somewhere. Alright, let's get an aerial view of this place.
1 hour 40.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Fighting game story modes, man. Let's follow Urianger's suggestion.
I've found a video with everything, including the DLC cutscenes. I can link you that and pin it somewhere.
Sweet. Yeah, do that. Pin that in the co-op crew thing, maybe? Well, DMs or co-op crew, which do you think we should do?
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'll shove it. Let's see. There's no pins in the co-op crew's general chat. I can shove it in there. It'll be easiest to find.
Okay. And maybe we'll do that next month.
Cool. Done.
Sweet. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. So have those blue flames been burning for a century? As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed. Who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Off to Gridania! Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola, in her seclusion, doth labour to learn all she may of the blessed in their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke, no doubt, provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. Alright, let's talk to them and then interact with the destination marker again, I guess?
Oh,
I can barely see my hand in front of my face, if only that torch were a little closer. I hold out my hand and conjure a fireball. Can you see now? Were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, 'twould most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the font of seeing, used in the practice of their faith. Whither, then, would they have set the tablet? We find it and it's a fucking iPad. Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like?
It's not elegant.
Search your surroundings for the tablet. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target an area and inspect with R2 and X. Okay, fair enough.
You can target your friends.
Can anyone tell me what this infernal even looks like? Okay. I've already heard that. Does Urian J say the same thing? Yeah, he does.
Is there a shoe bill in this one?
Tablet. Zoom. Use left stick. Aha! You have located the time-worn tablet.
Now you just need 14 more of them for the Shadowbringers relic weapon.
Really?
No, but like time-worn artifacts are like a thing you have to collect.
Okay. They aren't all pixel hunts, are they?
No,
Okay.
no, they're RNG.
Within the altar, thou sayest. Yeah, a little cubby hole. How are you able to see it in the dark? And inside the altar, of all places. I certainly hope this is what we were looking for. Oh god, I'm inside Urian J. Oh no. Not escape thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Vronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika.
I like the Ronka reference.
Ronka, what's the reference?
You visit the Ronka ruins in Final Fantasy V. It's an ancient city where the Earth Crystal was.
Gotcha. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. Intimately, in fact. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods.
Into the woods. Into the woods.
I think the odds in Palace of the Dead is they drop more frequently the deeper you are into it.
Wait, you have to go all the way back to
or you can do the one dedicated raid to them. But, depending on like what else is going on in your server, people might not be queuing up for that.
I'm sure we can.
Anyway.
I'm sure we can arrange a raid within our community. But yeah, let's talk to Urianger. Into the dark. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. I see. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border.
So yeah, that's why they called her Matoya in the big CGI cutscene. Without any explanation for what the fuck they were talking about. There was so much rampant speculation about that back in the day because, like, there was no context for that either.
Yeah.
I thought, when I first watched it and I didn't know anything about the interdimensional travel, I thought that Matoya died and Y'shtola took the name to honor her.
And, like, that was one of many theories that people were throwing around back in the day.
Yeah. I pray thee, heed mine explanation of the Blessed's customs. 'Twould be ill-advised to provoke their ire.
Another theory was that Y'shtola got Norted.
Oh, you know what?
I like that it's a verb.
You know what?
Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts fans know.
Here's the name I'm gonna take. I'm gonna call myself Y'shtola. It will be good to see Y'shtola again.
Actually, that would have made sense back at the time because, like at the time, people knew that Y'shtola's body was like just laying there soulless, and so like that would have been a whole other thing without the interdimensional travel thing.
Yeah,
I could see how that would sound like a reasonable theory.
I know I have no reason to, but I can't help feeling nervous about meeting Y'shtola.
Oh, you should.
And I'm going to share a Pro ZD video for Milena.
Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Would this guy block you from going this way if you haven't reached this point in the story?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Right this way. God, it would be so fucking funny to actually use the name Y'shtola.
Man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder.
Well, this is cool music.
Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
It's romantic. When it starts, you just hear "Lahi" loudly.
Gosh.
We have arrived.
Let Lore experience it on his own.
He's already.
They are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
I'm in the Gridani. Oh, hi, Emmett Selk.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
You are not endearing yourself to us, Emmett Selk.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
In front of the child?
Can we not simply
He's
take
16.
a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
There's Lahi? Thancred has told me of the Ascians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? Probably not. If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. Stop slouching! What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on, then. What do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? Well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Ascians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before. Oh, he hijacked somebody's body. Oh no. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. Alright, Thancred, draw your sword, cut him down. 'Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner. And so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin-Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin-Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. Wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. Y'shtola rules Raktika? Well, I guess we're peers again. They have since endeavored to restore the home. And thither shall we bend our steps, the fort gone.
Off to Fort Gone, then.
Yeah, as Chad is saying, they can do it. When he says body, he means literally a dead body.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
In fact,
are we sure?
Yes. In fact, like this doesn't really come up in the game because.
Whoa! Okay, that's a cool monster design.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really come up in game because Yahabrea has been dead for 6 years, but it's implied that part of the reason why Yahabrea is so nuts compared to even the other Asians is because he's the only one who would routinely possess people who were alive, and so he was like constantly like fighting off other people's psyches, and it took a toll after a few millennia of doing that.
I mean, we do know.
Whereas the other Asians will just possess dead bodies and go about their business.
Fair enough.
As you can see, the fort is gone.
Shut up.
So yeah, this is where the big cutscene happened.
Yeah.
The big burning cutscene.
Well, where is this friend of yours we've come to meet? She's not going to be happy. Orion J said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here.
Okay, so Laura, I don't do this often, but there is going to be a dialogue option here that I'm going to beg you to do for the content. You will know when you see it.
Okay.
To be fair, I think Laura would pick it anyway.
I don't know.
We both know how Orion J enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he did not exaggerate about this place. Alright. Destination.
Nope.
Oh, I turned on a damage log when I dropped my controller earlier. I'll have to fix that when I get out of this cutscene.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now! Surround them!
These Sin Eaters, they're not like the others.
What do you mean, Sin Eaters?
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
We're people. Look at us.
Or do it.
Oh God. Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Oh, for the love of...
Is he going to disappear in darkness to prove we're not light people?
I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
He's not wrong.
You've committed the cardinal sin.
He really isn't wrong.
I love that line so much.
Yeah.
Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
That's saying something.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya.
Looking snazzy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's a backless dress.
Are you certain?
Mommy has arrived.
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
Oh, that's me, sorry.
Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
Hey, Master Matoya.
Mayhap it hath been too long since
My name's
last she beheld
Y'shtola.
the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
Hey!
It cannot be.
It sure is. It's me, Y'shtola. Nice to see you too, Master Matoya. I've done some absorbing since last we met.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons.
Thank you.
Forgive us this hostile welcome.
No, hey, listen, if all you see when you look at me is super Light Warden energy, I get it.
Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika
If anything,
and its
double
people.
Light Warden at that.
What?
Double Light Warden as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought she's super.
I'll talk to the hottie in a moment. But she should imagine her a stranger.
There's so much to love about that cutscene. One, I love Thancred saying we're going to have to kill them.
Yeah.
Because, like we are in no danger in that situation.
Yeah.
Like the acknowledgement of that fact cracks me up, which is why I love that response so much.
Yeah.
To the line, "You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me," is like one of the best villain lines ever. Also, I love that he just teleports out, because it just demonstrates the fact, which was fairly obvious, but it just demonstrates that the little thing where he just like saunters away when he teleports is just entirely for show.
Yeah.
He just teleport away when he wants to teleport away, but no, he has to do the fucking saunter like he's, you know,
yeah, with
down the room and slamming the door behind him. It's like, you fucking prima donna.
That iconic sarcastic wave.
Yeah. We are surrendering so they don't initiate combat, because if they do, we'll have to kill them. Shades of Haley, Starshine in Order of the Stick.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to be so imposing in person. Right, I gotta... General, okay. That ended a lot better than it might have. No thanks to Emmett Selk.
Yeah.
Hey, hot stuff, how you doing? You've been busy since arriving in the First, I gather. and I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings.
Okay, there's something intensely funny about given your the role you've given your Stola in your headcanon, the fact that she just penned away from you to speak to me. like you walk up to her, hey hot stuff, and she's just, hello Bryn.
With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Or you could walk with us.
No, well, she can't because we haven't introduced that mechanic yet because we're not Mad Walker.
Fair enough.
There's an ether current over here. New zone, new ether current quest.
Hooray! Someday we'll fly.
Damn it. I won't this unmount.
Oh, did you? God damn it!
See? It's tricky when you're on the big ass mount.
I did fine.
I was a fairy king for a minute so I can steal your name. My dearest and loveliest friend, Feoul, please lend me your aid and steal my friend's name for me. That is 100% canon, by the way, that I am introducing myself as Gishola to every person in Raktika.
So, I'm just like, hi, I'm Bryn. Wait, but that's no, it's not. My name's spelt with a Y. This is spelt with an I.
There you are. I was beginning to worry. Yeah, listen, I only fell off the ledge once. Much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed.
Hello, my name is Brian. I'm salty now.
I saw this. I was watching a video of this hack of Pokemon Generation 3, where it's what happened if Maxi won and became president. He bans water, so suddenly every instance of water is gone. The ocean is dried up. Rain stops. Water Pokemon now have no type, and water moves are altered. So Aquatail becomes Tail, and it just works like Tail Whip. Bubble Beam becomes Beam, and it just works like Hyper Beam. And Brine becomes Salt.
Ha! Have you ever seen such a tree? To think these are only the roots. Whoa! Cool! Finally, a place to rest. To make their home here, and so swiftly, would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat, wouldst thou not agree? I wouldst.
Oh, they just have a magic barrier over there. Okay.
Slitherbow is the largest of
I caught a glimpse of a magic barrier at the side, and that distracted me.
Ah.
They worship no gods, instead revering
Maxie sees a glass of water and points at it, and it says 7.8 out of 10, and both the water and glass evaporate.
It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
Man. Listen, I'm not complaining, but when did you decide to wear thigh highs? Oh, that's an interesting greeting.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are simple people.
Listen, I've subsisted on sandwiches and air since I got here.
Wonder if the Scions need to eat.
Now,
They're also spirits.
Ooh, there's an interesting thought.
Probably the law behind how it nourishes is that it's, you know, taking in the ether of the food.
There's lore about how food nourishes the body?
Yes, there is.
Yep.
Why was that necessary? It's food.
Also, look at these candles. Look at the flames. Those are not flames, they are feathers.
Hey, it's playing Matoya's theme. Man, remember how excited I was when I got to Matoya's cave and this started playing?
Yeah.
Now you seek the Light Warden of Activity.
I have had this playing in my house ever since I had a cottage.
Man, playing Grimstone recently really just reminded me how much I love Final Fantasy I. I should play the original version of it sometime on stream.
Like the NES black and white, practically black and white graphics. If you attack a creature that's already dead, the attack just whiffs.
Yeah, fortunately that's not true in Grimstone.
The magic stat doesn't work at all. So a red mage and black mage are equally as powerful as each other because it doesn't matter. And your magic never grows stronger. Fire will always do the same amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a mess. Maybe I will stick with the Pixel remaster.
Also, just don't play as the thief, because you know the thief has the whole its whole shtick is it's supposed to be better at running away. Yeah, they buggered up the programming on Flea so badly that not only does thief not have a higher chance of escaping,
it has a lesser chance.
Oh no! Your ability to escape is based on whether the character in slot 2 is alive.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
I will say though, Thief gets Saber as ninja, so wait, does that spell work in OG release?
Nope.
Really? It doesn't work? How the hell are you supposed to beat Chaos then?
Temper works, I believe, but Saber doesn't.
Wait, what? I guess Temper was what I'm thinking of, that ups attack?
Saber is the one that only targets the user, but has much more of an effect.
Ah, right. I was thinking of Temper.
Okay, slot 3.
Still though.
Yeah.
Man, what a mess. Well, it would be fun to try it on stream at some point, but yeah. If you guys don't want to know what I'm talking about with Grimstone, UFO 50 came out a couple of months ago. It's the lore of the game is that it's a collection of 50 greatest hits games from a fictional
NES-like console.
Yeah. There are legit 50 games in it. And one of them is Grimstone, which is a Wild West Final Fantasy tribute that has, like, Undertale combat mechanics. Or at least the attack meter is Undertale-esque. And it is delightful. I love it. It's incredibly good. If you like classic Final Fantasy at all, get UFO 50 just for Grimstone. It's $25 and Grimstone is worth the full price. And you get 49 other games with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just checked. Temper does not work at all in the NES version.
Oh,
Saber does not work at all.
My God.
Dispel only works if it's on the party. It doesn't work on enemies. Focus.
Okay, I think Anyway,
Talking
about the funny bugs in FF1 is getting old.
Let him finish his sentence.
Yeah, okay. Focus always misses, and Fokara, instead of decreasing enemy evade, buffs it.
What a mess. What a mess that game was. Play the Pixel Remaster, people. It's much better.
Yeah.
Or the GBA version.
There's only one good bugged spell in which, in battle, and only in battle, Hilara works like Hilaga.
Huh. Interesting.
Anyway.
And now you seek the Light
We
Warden
could go
of
on forever.
Rak'tika.
In the days after
Actually, it can't, but that was the last one.
I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Listen, you can see Light Warden Ether from like 10 miles away. Surely you can find this thing.
Well, go on then.
Probably doesn't work through walls.
How'd she spot me then?
This forest stood at the heart of the Empire.
You were in the open.
Yeah.
A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya.
Ixmaya. That's a cool ruin. Look at that.
Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
By the V's?
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
Sounds like a challenge.
Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
I mean, he was pretty brazen about it. I don't think he was hiding that.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a
God,
nose
Orianzi
for
does look
serendipity.
really good in this update.
What?
Orianzi really does look good since the patch update.
Yeah, definitely.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets...
Sorry, expansion update even.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer.
Which is helpful,
While we set to
Orianche,
work,
because
might
I don't
suggest
think
you
she
take
can
a tour
read
of the
anymore.
city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Hell yeah!
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Oh, shit. You're just going to call him out on that?
So, ironically, for the current situation, Y'shtola would absolutely be light aspect.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Ooh, I just took like 3d6 frost damage standing between them. I'm not even standing directly between them. That was a double cone of cold.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
You do have a habit of standing in AoEs, yeah.
I am a black mage. I have the cup that says I'm not moving.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
So what do you think? Should we end here and take the tour next week?
I think so, because there's a video that I've been wanting to show you for years. And like the last spoiler in it was Y'shtola's Shadowbringers outfit, so you can finally watch it.
Okay.
This is a Benny G.
Yeah, I'll watch that real quick and then get back on and stream some Path of Exile.
Okay. I will send you the link in the co-op server.
Are you asking me to watch it on stream?
I think so. This will be a fun little get-together.
Okay.
For people who know that this is a famous video, many people know of it.
Oh.
10,000 hours of Black Mage. Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, if you can set it up so that you're streaming YouTube, that would be ideal.
Oh, it's 15 minutes long. Okay.
Yeah, which is why now would be the perfect time to do that.
Yeah. I am swapping to the internet scene. Capture 2 properties. 10,000 hours of Black Mage. All right. Move this aside.
You will need to do a countdown so we can watch and sync.
Okay.
As soon as this advert ends.
Let me see.
Black Mage is the highest.
Okay, no ad. Cool. All right.
Black Mage is the high.
3. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
A full screen for the out there.
Go.
Black Mage is the highest damaging class in Final Fantasy, but it's also the most difficult. Its reputation is so insane that many high-end raiders are too scared to even try it. But not me. Black Mage is in my blood. It's actually quite a serious medical issue. And without me, you're not gonna last a second out there, buddy. But worry not, my friend. I will teach you everything. Leveling for a Black Mage is a rite of passage. It tests the limits of the pain you can take, because if you can't handle this, then you won't survive a suboptimal ley line. Either the pain, it breaks you, or you simply live with the pain. But always remember, kids, no matter how bad it always gets better at 50, 60, 70. You're ready to level up Black Mage. Think again. You have to prepare your weak mind and body. Steel yourselves with passion and fervor. Prepare for the hellish quest that lies before you. Was a Black Mage, and it It is true what they say. No mobility, an awful rotation, and worst of all, bad damage. But every class struggles with something. Ninjas don't get AoE till level 38. Summoners kinda suck till they get to like 80. I don't know, I don't play Summoner. They're like a fake mage class. Fuck Summoners. Black Mage might just be the worst class at low levels. But you have something that
Yeah, I played the first 50 levels on hard mode.
and a future.
I don't have a giant hat.
A promise, if you will. I promise that you will become a god. I promise that you will become a being of pure violence. Oh my, have I said too much? I mean, kinda. People keep telling me it gets better at level 50, and then at 60, and then at 70. When will it actually get fun?
I'm having fun. I don't know if any of the rest of you are.
Leveling the Black Mage is not the gameplay, but the constant reminders that 10 levels from now it's gonna be so much better. And you know what? It does get better. Like a hangover gets better if you keep drinking. Most jobs start out quite simple, get a bit more intricate as you level up, before at the high end becoming rather confusing. But Black Mage kinda neglects that middle bit. Which means you sorta go from, oh, this is pish-posh, this job is simply too easy, to some random point in the future where your once unbridled confidence has now turned into... which can put a lot of people off as they level up. I think the very point of Black Mage is to welcome that challenge. And you do well.
The production value on this video is great.
Face the challenge head on. Savor that feeling of ignorance.
I also
because
like
you only get it once. I believe in you. Now go!
Eternal flare cast. All the AoE is gonna go off after everything's dead. Instant level Black Mage to 80. Oh no. $20!
And now you can finally enjoy the class. Until you drift off to sleep at night. And in your hazy nightmare, you queue up for a level synced duty. Ooh, look at all of your shiny new abilities. Now, before you can start using that, you have to know your basics. Enochian. This is the beating heart of your class. It's a 15-second buff that you have to constantly refresh, because if the buff falls off, your most potent spells are disabled. You do 20% less damage. And I'm pretty sure you become infertile too. Yeah, I think it's in the tooltips. Well, that doesn't sound so hard. Just refresh the buff. Huh. Oh, well, you're right. The difficulty of Enochian comes with the unexpected. Oh no. You just started a 3-second cast, with 4 seconds remaining on Enochian, and the boss is charging its ass-clapper 9000 right at you. It takes 2.5 seconds to refresh Enochian, but do you have time to finish this cast before the boss kills you? Or do you just run now and waste all of your burst window? What do you do? Well, the answer should be to sacrifice your pride, take the DPS loss, and move out of the mechanic. Now
I'm not moving.
Enochian. And now for my second ass clapper 9000. Oh no, we didn't plan for a second one. What do we do? Don't we just move again? But then Enochian will surely fall off, you imbecile. Don't you understand? Alright, boys. Little old Pint's got some bills to pay. And I love money. This is your last chance. Tell us where the greatest mobile game of all time is.
Is this going to be a Raid Shadow Legends ad?
Have you guys ever heard of Raid Shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I have. Maybe I ain't. Who's asking? Well, I just thought fine gentlemen.
Everybody on YouTube asked they had to
with
eventually.
Teams of champions to take on challenging bosses, such as Kul'Darth, the Magma.
If they offered me a lot of money, I would do a Raid Shadow Legends ad, but only because I'm so poor.
And I haven't even started talking about the PvP arena.
Where you can fight other players?
Uh-huh.
Hey, boss, that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it's my favorite part. Hey, Frankie, shut up.
Look, I'm a busy man. I'm always on the job. I can't be playing no games.
Well, that's the best part. You can play it anywhere. Oh yeah, like where's? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm under contract to tell you my top 5 places to play Rage. Holy crap. Number 1, on the bus. Number 2, in the bathroom. Number 3, at the movies.
That is actually
Number 4,
great.
walking
That's
around.
a
Number 5,
tombstone. That's a tombstone of poetics she's holding.
He's got a line. No game can be that good.
This is an emote, by the way. I forgot. I think you have to get it by like
It's available
You-
on
you
like
just-
syncing up your
That's
account
it.
to a
Wait,
thing,
wait,
but you
I
can
can-
get
I can give you a free
an
champion.
emote where you hold up a
It's true, I
tombstone
swear.
like
Just
like it's a
click
cell
the link
phone
in the
in game.
description below.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
And the QR code.
It's the mobile app.
There the whole time.
The package
I've
is
done
worth
that.
$30. You'll get 200k silver, an energy refill, 1 XP boost, an ancient shard, and a free champion. Aina, you'll find your rewards here.
Aina,
Aina.
I ain't about to let you out of this alive.
Then you leave me no choice. I'll have to end the ad. Wait, no. See, the only way to truly master emotion is to master the very fight itself. You have to know exactly how much you can get away with. More than any other job.
And that makes you better than them.
And it's only after you've mastered this that you can truly begin to use ley lines. Ley lines is the big dick damage cooldown of your class. It makes you cast faster. Of course, you have to play 15% faster, but also, if you step out of this funny little circle, then ley lines is no longer active. And I mean, sure, you can walk back in, but we know what happens to naughty little black mages who walk more than they have to, don't we? Try the deadliest Mr. Beast challenge, because only when it's perfect is when you have the knowledge.
The Mr.
of
Beast
when you
joke
can
has
sit in a
aged.
circle for 30 seconds. And you do have to plan what you're gonna do. Your cast times are long. Your entire burst window can be shut down by just a poorly timed attack. It's a lot of pressure. The apex of perfection, down to every step you take. But with the biggest room for failure. And you will fail. It's the ever-present threat that claims Black Mage after Black Mage. And no matter how cracked you think you are because of your high pass or mythic boss kill, you will fail. But when everything comes together, it is ecstasy. And just like when you fail, when you succeed as Black Mage, you are just as responsible. And everyone around you knows it.
It does feel pretty good.
No way. He's doing it.
His damage is so high.
And every victory you earn is because of your skill. And your skill
You were gonna die. I was helping.
No, don't leave me! Don't leave me! And meet the one part of the encounter you can never research or prepare for. Human error. From pulling you out of your ley lines because of mechanics, to placing down AoE effects on you, or worse, inside
I've
your
done
ley
that to us intentionally.
and even pulling mobs out of range, forcing you to move.
There's a black mage in your raid group. Allow me to send this message on their behalf.
Not that it's any of your business, but fuck you and fuck off. And leave me to my ley lines. The order's cracked. I believe I might fall.
Black mages tend to have a complicated relationship with their raid group. Black mage brings absolutely no utility.
Except for big damage.
You don't bring the reses that a red mage can bring, or the defensives and mobility of a machinist.
But being a selfish class is nothing new. Look at all those reapers and samurais. What do they have to offer? They do everything you can do, but they are easy to play. But it's not because they're evil. They just simply don't understand your struggle. Black Mage has weaknesses and strengths that no other class has. It's a deeply personal experience, an inner conflict, unique to you and you alone. And being the hardest class with such a unique flaw can leave you behind your peers, especially since if you're not very good at Black Mage, they'll probably resent you for it.
Sorry, guys.
Who the fuck are you? I'm a red mage. Who? A red mage. Asked. Laugh all you want, but you're wrong. You expect everyone to play around you. Oh, healers, heal me. Oh, DPS, stay away from me. And I am sick of it. Playing Black Mage optimally is a team effort. Everyone has to do their job and get along. Bossing people around isn't the way to do it. You're the one deciding to play Black Mage, so it's your responsibility. And if you're not ready for that, maybe you should try 10,000 hours of Red Mage instead. Wait, no. That's right, bitch. This is my show now. Red Mage has everything. A simple rotation, but it's incredibly fun. It's scouting time. The only DPS with a heal. Unlimited instant cast reses.
GG heal.
Members will love you. My utility has saved countless raids. The damage is lower than Black Mage, but it's still one of the highest in the game. And Black Mage is so difficult, it's actually detrimental to the group. And because of that, it's arguably a bad class. I don't mean to tell you what to play, but if your goal is to have fun and be successful, you don't have to go through all the trouble, all the pain, and all the anguish of a suboptimal ley lines, when you could simply play a red mage. And not summon a fuck summoners. That does sound pretty cool. Go ahead. Play whatever you want. What's the point in being the top class if I can't even play it well? No one would turn away a good player in favor of a bad player just based on their class.
It's
Nobody
fun,
would do
though.
that. So why do I bother? I could get good at a different class. I could play something easier. I fell in love with Black Mage the day I first saw it, but it is the lowest played caster for a reason. I guess sometimes
is it?
you just have to know
Yes.
when to throw in the towel.
Even
And
more,
you have
it's
to
even
know
worse now that
when to
Pictomancer is
pick
Black
it
Mage,
back
but
up.
better.
You're back. Of course I am. I am a Black Mage after all. Sure, it's not the easiest. Sure, you might quit from time to time. But as they say, failure is not the falling down. It's the staying down. You might take a break, you might switch things up. But as long as you keep coming back, that's what counts. But why? Why do anything difficult? The thrill of accomplishment. The joy of overcoming an obstacle and saying, I did it. I won. I have mastered
over
this
it.
thing I set out to do. Because as you prove that you can climb these mountains that you set for yourself, you prove to yourself that you're capable, that you matter, and that maybe next time you think to yourself, I can do this, it's worth listening to. And that, my friend, makes this world a much less scary place. Whether it takes 10 hours or 10,000, that is what it means to be a Black Mage. What's up, my little gobbledygoos? I'm gonna be playing Shadowbringers on Twitch, so if you're interested, follow me there. Also, I won't cry. I don't cry.
So another one of Pint's videos.
Hiding those recommendations. Okay.
Yeah, another one of Pint's videos is they discovered that somebody had actually done a speed run of climbing Kugane Tower. So they dedicated like a month to getting so good that they could beat that record, and they did. And then the next day, the previous record keeper, who hadn't played in a couple years, resubscribed and immediately beat them again.
Oh, oh, that sucks. Man,
It wasn't even 24 hours.
One of my
that video still has like some Endwalker spoilers in it, so we can't watch it right now.
Yeah.
But, like as a speedrun enthusiast, you'll definitely enjoy just the saga that is that video.
Man, it is one of my favorite things about this playthrough that I picked up Black Mage and I played it to the end of A Realm Reborn before anybody told me it was the most complicated, difficult class in the game, and I had been playing on a... And I had been playing on hard mode for the entire opening of the game.
Oh, don't worry. Your healer knew that already.
Poor Teddy.
I'd still like you to see the April Fool's videos, because you're past spoilers of them, because they only go as far as Stormblood.
How long are they? Because we're getting to the point where we should end the stream, and I go play Path of Exile on stream.
We're getting AKA, we're getting to the point where Lore wants to play Path of Exile.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, there's about 20 minutes of them.
Okay, yeah, next time then. Another time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we do it, I'll make a watch together playlist. That way, it will just go one to another, and we can actually, time match each other time wise without having to worry about adverts or anything.
Okay.
But as the video said, the video said, the Black Mage is the least played caster, and yeah, it's even worse now because Pictomancer kind of is just Black Mage but better in every way.
I refuse to swap.
Okay, well, you can do that, but it's more fun to play Pictomancer.
Hey, I enjoy the hell out of Black Mage. Nothing else I've tried in this game is as fun as Black Mage for me.
Well,
it did give me a skewed perception of the complexity of this game, though. Yeah. I started the game as Lancer, right? And then I swapped to Black Mage at my earliest possible convenience. And then I didn't play anything but Black Mage, really, for 50 levels. And then when I got back to trying other classes, I went, is this it?
Yeah.
Is this all?
Yeah, it's and you're still in for the second skewing of the complexity once you get into extremes and stuff that actually have complex mechanics that you have to pay attention to, and you're not just and there's more to the fight than just playing your job.
Yeah.
When we've got you caught up, and obviously we're going to have to start doing this harder content together. So we'll have to make a little bit of a mini static.
That'll be interesting. I hope you guys are ready to beat your heads against the wall for 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
We'll start with extremes and work you up. And honestly, looking at the current Unreal, it actually me not we're talking, and would probably be a good place to start with Byakko Extreme. It's very simple. It's still more involved than normal content, but it's very, very much manageable.
Okay. Well,
earlier extremes, we tried the A Realm Reborn extremes on stream one time, and they were just really wonkily tuned.
No, that wasn't extremes. That was just the hard mode versions.
And was it?
Yeah, and oh my god, we.
I could have sworn we did try. I could have sworn we tried Extreme Garuda at some point.
I don't think so. I know we got our ass handed to us by minimum item level hard Titan.
Yeah, that one I remember.
I guess when we get to harder content, we'll have to drop minimum item level for at least learning the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we'll make those decisions in 3 years when we get there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, that's where we're going to end Final Fantasy XIV for today. Before I go and swap over to Path of Exile, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Loreweaver The link's also in the description of the YouTube video and can be found with the ! Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income, and I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I'm mostly just scraping by beyond that. And I need to save up because I'm moving across the country in June. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, I'd be grateful. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges because you're the reason I have this strange, silly job that I love so much. if it weren't for you guys, I would still be doing something horrible and soul-sucking that would not be fulfilling or make me happy at all. So thank you for this. I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you in like 10 minutes.
Ciao for now.
Bye.